Got freights are coming soon. No time to talk.
Another day, Hey, what the hell did you use this stuff? I want to do your business quick. Take a look around. Here.
Aquila City is lucky that Hope Tech still... I come here. That's right on them. So, Rock, but I need a place. And listen. And give them the satisfaction. Thanks for hearing me out. Who the who? Wait. Oh, hell. I got a business proposition. No question. Suit yourself. But there's no way Elias Cartwright...
So you sold 3 pickups today? I'll take
Yeah.
Aggies over the
Might
rock
get some
any
more
day.
on the back.
Who wants to get drunk when there's
Your
rangers all
casserole
around?
sealed the deal.
Don't you need to wait for the contract?
This ain't the UC. We shook hands and the deal's done. Should have the contract signed tomorrow.
My cousin works for Deimos, and he says the approval process for a big deal can take months.
That's life under the boot for you. Business keeps going this good. Just corn just working.
Hey, I heard you had Dunlop's disease. Huh? What? No. Your belly got flop open.
Like I said, be careful. I'd rather you forget the whole Hassanov business rather than getting hurt. You got it! That's what... Let me think back. There... I'll get my lawyer, and we can maybe... They helped make the Freestar Collective. If they have living, you've more than earned this.
Do you have a favorite restaurant here? Mine is currently Whetstone, but it changes.
By the way. Hey, Captain. Sergeant Hewitt was looking for you.
Be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
New Atlantis puts on a wonderful show of security, does it not?
After that business with the terminal, it's good to get back to
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city. He said top minds were on it. They know what they're doing.
I have nothing to say. I desire no company. Leave. I am a prisoner. I am a prisoner. The Great Serpent.
You have my attention.
You have a nice day now.
Having a good one?
Captain, can I help you?
Are we at all surprised that the UC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets?
cleared for entrance.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for? Now, what in the heavens would make you... That's quite the claim, Captain. I hate to think what would happen if such a... Perhaps I can convince you to keep... You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing. You couldn't be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team. and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You. Can't remember the many lives you've taken. Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria, the pilot of the Warlock, the man I had to eliminate. It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you're actually dealing with. There are no heroes without a villain, and we all. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honorable. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running with only the vague hopes of perhaps. I'm simply looking for you. And let's not forget eliminating the Terramorphs. I'm simply requesting one more. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger Was there something else we needed to discuss? Why, that's the harvesting the pollen, but turning the Lazarus, thus why the terror. It wasn't so.
Here on Vanguard business?
Pardon. Perfect timing.
So on our end, good news. The microbe and the AC.
Means either plan should work for clearing those.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I already sent along in. So what about your end? Any leads on who might have committed the attack?
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive.
If he is responsible, let us hope the cabinet deals with it swiftly and harshly.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in?
Or lit.
Huh, I see. Any idea what? Another madman justified. Well, at least he won't. So I guess there's... This might be a... Then here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we... But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems... Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? Huh?
You will all receive a full... So then is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald...
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down.
Reginald Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report from the Vanguard head in the area said you were trying to track him down, Cap.
Was this your work, Captain? Did you have any Well, it appears this report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable that Orlays be brought in to face justice. You are to be commended for stopping him before he could strike again, Captain. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches. The three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
I'm glad you think so. So then, the cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the terramorph. In fact, we've already begun the project we're embarking on will be.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps, using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes.
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but only the captain has yet to wait.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to... I believe we have a responsibility to... It falls to us.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
The first step in a bold new...
Bolder, better, and brighter.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker.
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three, as befits such a group. The cabinet wanted. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1...
Class 1? For the 3 of us?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of cologne. And I'm told the penthouse is... You all have earned. Now, there's Major Sinan.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have... Speak to your commander. Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments on behalf of the whole of the... This meeting is adjourned.